Okay, so today I have another video, and today's topic is how to use the simple present. And we will focus on the conjugation for the simple present. So let me share here a very useful handout and a summary that I have created for you. So the idea is that you can use it, and maybe you can print it or you can take a picture and then you use the rule. So people, we need to conjugate in present when you have a singular subjects. So for example, the singular subjects in English. So for example, I'm going to make some annotations here. For example, you have like he, she, it. Those are like singular subjects. Or for example, if you have like my mom, that's singular subject. So for all of them, which are singular, you need to use the third person singular conjugation, in which you will add es, ies, and s in the verb. So for example, just be careful. If you talk about I or you, it seems, yeah, I is first person, so you don't conjugate. If you write like you like, so you is second person, and also you means ustedes, so don't conjugate. Okay, so more topics in which you can conjugate. For example, if you have like weather conditions, so weather means clima, so you would conjugate. For example, if you want to say rain is llover, so if you want to say llueve, you would say it rains. Okay, so like nevar, here you have snow, so neva, you would say it, and you always use it snows. Here you have the pronunciation, which becomes z. Okay, so also for collective nouns, for example, family, class, team, group, the host. So when you refer to them as a whole, as a group, so you need to conjugate. For example, my family lives, you see here, you have the conjugation. My family lives downtown. My class enjoys, here you have enjoys dancing. Okay, so those are like things you need to consider in singular. So you would take or you would need the conjugations. Now we have three rules. So people, if you have O in a singular subject, so for example here, my brother is singular, so here you have do, hacer. So if you have O here, you need to add es. So my brother does house chores. So house chores mean quehaceres de la casa, oficios. So if you have a S, like here, or double S, or double Z sound, so you need ES in the verb. Like, for example, the B, abeja, buzzes, so here you have the ES, buzzes around my head. If you have a SH, so again, you would say brushes, ES in the verb. If you have a CH, the same. Like, for example, she catches up with his, actually guys, there's a mistake here. So she catches up with her friends. So in this case would be her. Okay? And catch up in English means ponerse al día. Okay? And if you have an X sound, so again you need ES. Okay? For example, he mixes the dough, and dough is masa. Okay? Rule number two, people, so watch out for rule number two. So for rule number two, you need EAS, so this is IES. So when you have a consonant, this is really important. If you have a consonant plus Y, for example here, cry, you have consonant R and Y. If you have consonant and Y, pay attention here. So consonant and Y, you need to make a change. For example, IES, so cries. And you don't make changes, people, when you have vowels. For example, here you have a and y, you see? So if you have the a here, and this is the y, or the a and the y, okay, you don't make changes, so you just add s, okay? So for example, here you say pay, pays, okay? And rule number 3, for all the rest of endings, just use an s. So what do you have to learn? You have to learn rule number 1, O, S, SH, CH, and X. And you add AS. And rule number 2, consonant and Y, IES. And all the rest of the endings, just use an S. Okay, so I hope this was useful for you, and please do the practice.